Digitization in the construction industry has been a growing trend for many years. However, its speed is now accelerating. The construction industry is reshaping itself a bit slowly, but certainly faster than previous. Pressure from change is coming from several areas. Number one, evolving client expectation. Clients, influenced by other rapidly changing markets, now also expect the same from their homes, offices, commercial buildings, and infrastructures to make their connected lives even more a reality. Constructions need to be more and more individualized, modular, connected to the Internet of Things, and allow for specific performance tracking, optimization of energy, and improve security and health parameters, for instance. Clients' demands are quickly rising and become more and more complex, with expectations increasingly on the usage more than on the product itself. New technological capabilities, sensors and various hardwares as well as softwares have seen costs drop and efficiency rise over the past few years, opening up the path to new possibilities. Technologies available on the market are more numerous than ever before, such as virtual, augmented reality, drones, robotics, and 3D printing, making it more urgent to separate the more valuable ones from the mere novelties. Number 3. New generation of craftsmen and professionals. Tech savviness is spreading in the construction industry, which traditionally has been resistant to change, and that accelerates the adoption of digital tools. Innovative university curriculum are training younger generations for emerging tech-related jobs. Many new jobs, yet not known, will be created in the years to come with the adoption of new tools and processes. Booming startup environment. Startups have taken advantage of the market opportunity induced by some of these trends to fill newly created value-added gaps. Supportive legal frameworks. Governments, particularly in the Nordic countries and the UK, are increasing their CO2 and energy efficiency regulation and raising their targets. Digitization provides a great opportunity to reduce the environmental impact of construction projects. There will also be heightened requirements on data usage and cybersecurity in buildings and infrastructures going forward that will need to be carefully analyzed. Importantly, labels and groups are also more and more launched to help the market move in one common direction and support innovation. Lastly, launch of large infrastructure projects. Market needs are tremendous in terms of new infrastructure networks between cities, as well as in terms of upgrading partially old existing structures. To define a digital strategy, it is first necessary to get the full picture of digitization's stakes and to assess the current level of maturity. Construction players often lack a full picture of the stakes of digitization in their industry. To define a company vision, they need to ask the following questions with objectivity. Number 1. How are the client's expectations evolving? What are the evolutions that really matters to the client? Number 2. Which new technologies and offers come or will come to the market in the months or years ahead? Number 3. How is the player landscape evolving? What are our competitors doing? And number 4. What startup should be partnered with or invested in quickly? Number 5. What is the true current maturity level regarding digitization in the company in terms of strategic visions and KPI, employees' skills and missing competency, key processes, technological readiness tools? What operational improvement potentials could still be grasped? What client experience enhancement could be launched? How digitized are the offers in the market compared to the competition? How differentiated is the current maturity level between the business lines? 6. What are the current roadblocks for improvement the company is facing? How could the company's digitization be rendered more complete and solid while accelerating its pace? How to change the company's culture, make it more agile, more flexible, and ready to face the challenges ahead? What should be the role of the corporate to accelerate sharing of best practices and to scale up the benefits of the local POCs? Addressing the questions in the above slides is essential given the current state of the construction industry. The market is not on a cruising mode anymore. Its complexity and hence related threats, but also opportunities are booming, making it compulsory to understand an increasing number of variables so as to stay ahead of the game. In the same way, it is essential to always consider in coherence the whole picture, the entire digital ecosystem of the company. Designing and carrying out a digital strategy can't, for instance, be efficient in the long run if one considers options through a silo and proof of concept lens powered by individual processing business units only. In the same respect, designing a digital strategy should eventually not be about seeing separately the stakes of the building information modeling, digitization in operations, or digital customer experience, for instance. Digitization should first be about taking a step back so as to grasp the full complexity of the stakes, thereby enabling the efficient launch of a real game-changing digital approach. Of course, it is not always easy as inertia has to be overcome and maturity level often varies between business units. Hence, POC or proof of concept starters in one specific areas or full strategies in a selected business unit may be good options to begin with, but if only the big picture is not lost during the journey. It is extremely vital to consider BIM as the backbone of any digital strategy. Building information modeling should be regarded as the backbone of a new way of work triggered and targeted by digital strategy, given that the different elements such as various softwares, drones, construction engines, buildings, and infrastructure equipments should ultimately be connected to it. Overall, especially 5D integrating planning and budget BIM is expected to trigger significant improvement potentials, be it direct cost, quantity, quality, delays, security, image, along the full construction value chain of design, construction, operation, and demolition. This potential can be further enhanced if possible connections to the BIM are used, and hence if BIM acts as a real central coordination methodology and cockpit of a given project and not only as a silo software. It is estimated that around 15 to 25% of total cost savings are achievable. Recent evolutions also connect BIM and GIS system, triggering additional opportunities. Important to note, BIM also serves as an enabler for industrialization of processes and parts. Of course, while it always remains a priority, the focus on BIM will vary from one construction player to another, depending on their position along the value chain. For instance, promoters, contractors, equipment manufacturers, or facility management operators will consider BIM differently. Similarly, even among the contractors, building and infrastructure players, different BIM approaches will still be used. This will likely trigger a displacement in value capture along the chain. General contractors may benefit more from higher efficiency engineering and better managed project lead times as well as reduced waste. Building material suppliers may see some of their volume diminish. This may push upward integration and further concentration of building material suppliers to capture a value. Important to note, other industries such as automotive, shipyard, and aeronautical went through a similar transformation already a long time ago with the rise of CAD/CAM, leading to massive changes in this industry. So even if the situation today will obviously be different and market differ, construction players should take benefit from those past experience in their own transformation. Based on the study conducted, it shows that BIM maturity level in construction are still low compared to their true potential. Why do we want to consider BIM as a backbone of any digital strategy? Well, in terms of design, BIM can optimize or offer conception, through informed visual and multiple simulations. It can reduce sales costs through improved product visualization up to possible co-conception, reduce rework through crash detection, improve project productivity through more efficient project planning and steering. BIM is an enabler for industrialization of processes and parts. In the area of construction, BIM can improve field productivity through coordinated scheduling. It can reduce sourcing costs through optimized specification, quantities, and facilitated negotiations. It can reduce security incidents through behavior monitoring and facilitate risk awareness. It can ease construction progress tracking through field solutions. In the area of operations, BIM can improve handover management through documented BIM model. It can optimize maintenance scheduling, for example, inspection and repairs through full project transparency. It can facilitate building energy management and others such as light and air quality through BIM empowered dashboarding. It can reduce warranty costs induced through less field failures. It can optimize management of decommissioning through transparent material and quantity documentation, among other things.